I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof.
Order.
If I'm going down,
Order in
I'm
the
taking a
court.
whole lot of
I
people
said
with me.
order in the court.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. So I decided to dedicate my ride into the city today, focus on Keith one-time Thurman older interviews, like from earlier this year. It was an interview from May he had. And Keith Thurman said specifically, he said, Manny Pacquiao is not a true welterweight. He sees himself in the ring with the best welterweights in the world. And Manny Pacquiao is not the best welterweight in the world. That's an actual quote from Keith Thurman. If I remember, I will put the link to the video in the description. Keith Thurman says this like within the first couple minutes of this video. My whole thing, Keith Thurman, that statement that you said, it speaks volumes. It's very true. I can't dispute anything about that statement except the fact that you said, well, I can't dispute anything because you said you should be in the ring with the best welterweights in the world, or want to be, whatever the case may be. Should be, it's a fact. Want to be, not so much of a fact. Can't remember his exact verbiage. But Keith Thurman, I've noticed something that you like to say about a lot of guys, and it doesn't apply to Sean Porter. Give you credit with that. You fought Sean Porter. I personally thought Keith Thurman won that fight. Okay, cool. You fought Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is not a true welterweight. You're saying the same thing about Manny Pacquiao. He's not a true welterweight. And you say the same shit about Terrence Crawford. Now, you're fighting Manny Pacquiao. You already fought Danny Garcia, but you don't want to, you try to discredit and give all the reasons. Recently, this week, made statements alluding to the fact that you'll duck Terrence Crawford. Now, we all know the Earl Spence situation. Like, I made plenty of videos talking about Keith Thurman ducking Earl Spence. But my thing is, Keith Thurman, if you feel that you should be in the ring with the top welterweights, the best welterweights, why have you decided? And this is the type of questions that I don't understand. I don't understand why these interviewers don't ask. Keith Thurman said he should be in the ring with the top welterweights, but he doesn't look at Manny Pacquiao as the top welterweight. Well, Keith, Manny Pacquiao is one fight for 2019. He's one fight. One person, one fight. Why is it that Keith Thurman has dedicated his entire 2019 to not being in the ring with the top guys, the best guys at welterweight? This is the question that I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. And it would be one thing if Keith Thurman was out here saying he wants to fight the best guys for his career, he wants to fight the best guys for his legacy. But to come out here and clearly say that Manny Pacquiao is not one of the best welterweights, you should be in the ring with the best welterweights, but you're not fighting any of them, you're deciding not to fight these guys in 2019, it makes no sense to me, Keith Thurman. See, this is where I would start asking leading questions to put Keith Thurman in a position to where basically he gives his definition of a champion, and go back into the champions of past and use their actions of fighting the best guys and then compare it to Keith Thurman today. And then put Keith Thurman on the spot and say, well, Keith, if this is how you feel, this is what a true champion is, this is what champions do, this is what it consists of. Basically, a bunch of statements, and ask Keith Thurman, does he agree? And of course, he's going to say yes. When you make statements about Muhammad Ali, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Mike Tyson's of the world, and whoever else, the Sugar Ray Leonards, whoever else, speak on all of the fights where they fought the best competition in front of them. Obviously, we know it's some bullshit in the past when it comes to certain people, but that's not a here nor there at this point. Basically, get Keith Thurman to agree, and then say, well, Keith Thurman, you've dedicated, based off of what you're saying, Manny Pacquiao is not a top welterweight. Why don't you fight any of the top guys in 2019? Why can't Keith one-time Thurman, be that bridge from ESPN to the PBC? Why not be that guy to face Terrence Crawford? I mean, Keith, you are the missing piece right now. Errol Spence and Sean Porter are unifying this year. Keith, why can't you unify with Terrence Crawford, and the winner they face, well, if you beat Manny Pacquiao, unify with Terrence Crawford, and that particular winner faces Errol Spence or Sean Porter? It doesn't make sense to me. And hopefully, I really hope one of these interviewers put Keith Thurman on the spot and ask him the actual tough questions. Use shit that he said in his past to point out the flaws and the inconsistencies in the stuff that he's saying today. He said he has an oath and he's not afraid to let it go. Well, please explain to me your definition of not being afraid, because is it not being afraid against selective opponents that you feel that you can win, or selective opponents that you don't feel are the best in the welterweight division? Prime example, your statement about Manny Pacquiao. Or not afraid to let it go under any circumstance, and that means against the people that you would consider to be the best in the division. I would like Keith Thurman to answer that, but people don't ask those type of questions. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.